Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and I need to fix the light. And so today we're gonna have a discussion like I've had in the video before, and this time I'm actually gonna try and fix the light problem because last time I saw that the light was weird and no one really said anything and I really felt bad, but here we go. Okay, perfect. Hopefully this is better. This for you, better for you, better for me. Let's get on with the video. So today we're gonna discuss friend talk. So, just like we talked about the previous video, if you've watched it, if not, then please check it out. So we're gonna talk about friends. Obviously, if you know me, then I can't really remember things very well, so I had to write them down on paper. And I'm talking too much, and I should probably start, and I'm gonna try and slow down this time, not like the other video. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's go. Go on. Okay. Okay, actually, I'm sorry. I just did it. It's written twice. And okay, so we're gonna start with the idea with how life depends on two things. First of all, the people who you hang around with. The people who you hang around with really affect the person you are. You know, when you want to be friends with someone, like, look at them, be like, you know, do I want to get influenced by that person? Like, do I want to start like using some words that are similar to them? Do I want to start acting like them? You know, like, I have friends in college who she uses like her hands a lot, and now I'm just feeling like I'm using my hands a lot. Do you know, like, you get the smallest things, like the words you use, the things they do. Like, for example, one of my friends, she's reading a book and she told me to read it, and I did. And, like, you know, small influences like that really get to you. So when you see people, know that if you allow yourself to get close to that person will influence you and they will have an impact on you. Usually it's the closest three people, but still, like, it's really easy to get influenced, especially that we're humans. The second thing is, to be honest, it depends on what kind of things you like. For example, I love reading, so the second thing would depend on the things I read. Or actually, I feel like that could go to everyone. Like, even if you don't like reading, the things you read on social media and newspapers, videos, if there's those videos that have like writing and stuff, like the things you read affect the person you are, you know. Okay, second part is that you're really special, and I feel like some friends take that away from you because sometimes you might not be in the right squad or right group of friends where, like, you might be such an outgoing person and you love talking, but then those group of people just like make you feel like you don't want to talk or make you feel low about yourself or something. So you need to know that wherever you are, whatever friends you are, if those people don't make you feel special, then they're not your friends. Or, you know, they're your friends, but don't hang around with them as much as you do. Like, you know, it's life. Like, friends come and go. Like, you need to accept that. Like, it came to my life, it came to a point in my life where I had a really close friend, and actually, you could say several friends anyways. You know, they change, and it really hurts because, like, obviously when someone goes through such a big change, it's like, you know, like, they don't realize it, but you do, and it's like, you know, your friendship isn't the same anymore, and, you know, like, you don't feel happy around them anymore, or they don't make you feel, you know, good anymore. And obviously, which is really important because friends should make you feel loved and good all the time and make you smile and laugh, which is so important. Yeah, so you need to realize that people change. You can't change them. What you can do is you can change the people you hang around with, you know. So obviously, if they changed, it means they're happy. So if you really do care about them, then let them change. You don't have to point it out for them. Let them be happy. Let them have this change that they want or they've always been longing to be. So be happy for them. So this is to do with yourself. This is to do with you realizing that, you know, people change. You need to move on. You just need to change the people you hang around with. And then also, there's, you need to know that friend actually refers to the word love. I'm not sure which language, but I watched this video and it's talking about it and it was just beautiful. And I was thinking how much we use the word friend and we don't realize the importance of it, because it is actually, like, important, like calling this person, you know, this is my friend, you know. It's like such a good thing. It's such a nice thing to be like, oh, these are my group of friends. Or when you go to your family and you're like, oh, I made this new friend. And, like, friendship is supposed to be, you know, loyalty and love and support. I think those are the three most important things. And if your friendship lacks that, then you need to, you know, look over your friends. And talking about, like, not having good friends, if you ever have, like, an instinct that this person doesn't have good intentions, of you, then to be honest, most likely you are right. Because at the start, if you do get that intention, it means, if it wasn't there, you wouldn't be getting that intention. But like obviously after a while you might start overthinking it, and that's normal. Like I overthink a lot, but like you should like probably talk to someone who cares about you, like usually your family, because they care about you more than anyone in the world. And or unless you have a friend who you refer to as like your family, which is so beautiful, and you can go to them and talk to them about it, because it's always better to talk about it. Okay, it's okay talking about having fake friends, or if you don't want to use that term, like not good friends. The difference is that they won't bring you up. Like Oprah once said, surround yourself with people who push you up, who support you, who bring you up, who make you happy. Yeah, anyway, so talking about that, if you have real friends, they won't disappear. They won't make your problems disappear, because obviously no one can do that, but they'll be the ones who won't disappear. What I've realized after having some going through friendship things is that sometimes people are only there for you when it's convenient for them. Like sometimes it's so easy to be there for someone, so you're like, okay, that's great, I can be there for this person. Like it's so easy, like I'll show them I care about them because it is convenient for you. But sometimes for people it's not convenient for them, or like they don't want to get into it, or they hear something and they just don't, they don't care. And like talking about hearing things, like I know people are like actions are more important than talking, but when it comes to like friendships, talking is important. What someone says behind your back is important, because like obviously if they're saying it behind your back, then it's something they don't want to tell you perhaps. And if they hear something about you, your family, or anything to do with you, and they don't support you or stand by you, then I don't think that they do care about you. And when there's big problems that they don't want to, is inconvenient for them, they'll be the ones who'll disappear. And I know it must be frustrating, because then when things like this happen, and you get sad from this person, and you push yourself away from them, because obviously that's the thing you should do. If you feel like a person isn't your real friend, then you're scared they might put it on you and say, oh, you're the one who pushed me, because you're making it obvious that you don't want to be friends anymore, when they're just being like not real with you. They'll blame it on you. But the most important thing to do is just shut it off. Just don't care what people think. If it makes you happy, stop being friends with this person, and being real with yourself, and saying that I'd rather be alone, and I'd rather this person think that I pushed them away, than hug a fake person, or whatever you want to say, a real person. Then it's important to know that that's more important. That it doesn't matter what the world thinks. It doesn't matter what everyone thinks, as long as you don't care what people think. Have that within you to find your inner peace. It's hard, to break a friendship or relationship, but life moves on. You meet new people, they meet new people, and as long as you don't hold a grudge against them, because you shouldn't, because that's just bad towards you, because you have to live towards that. And you just understand that if they're happy, and they're going on with their life, then you should be happy with them. Because if you're a genuine person and you cared about this person you were friends with, then be happy for them. Be happy for the friends they made, even though you might go through, like I went through a lot, and I used to cry about it a lot, and I was so sad. But then I was like, actually wait, like these things open your eyes. You see the world clear, and makes you grow, and you become thankful for this person, because you're like, because of you I changed. Because obviously everyone has faults, and maybe you had faults in this friendship that led it to like end or anything, but then after it ends, you see that, and it changes you, and you're thankful for that moment in your life. And it's just so like important to just like move forward, move on. You just need to know that it takes time, and it will end. Like it'll come, I promise you. Like you'll see, like your future you will, sometimes just think about what your future you would come to you now and say to you. He or she will probably come to you and say like, don't worry too much about it. Like, look at me now. Like, I'm happy. Like things move on, and just be happy for this person. You be as long as you're happy as well, and just like move on, let it go. Friends come and go. And then I watched this video about how there's 3 types of people: the leaves, the branches, and the roots. So the leaves are the type of friends that are not permanent. they don't offer you a lot. You know, they're such beautiful friendships at the start, but when the tiniest problem occurs, they just go, like they fly away, like it says, like leave. And then there's the branches who are like you can depend on them. They're like secure, but like you can't carry the weight. You know, like they can't carry you. They can't. You know, it doesn't last long. And then there's the roots, which are the most beautiful types of friendship, which are like the permanent one, the ones that become your foundation. You know, you go through everything together, and yet they're still there. You know, they find all your mistakes and your problems. You know, they'll be there in your good times and your bad times. Yeah, it's important to know that sometimes people only be there for you because you're doing good. You need to know that even if you're doing bad, even if you're at a moment in your life where you're not really being the really nice person, or like, you know, a lot of problems are happening, but they still try and understand you as long as it's not hurting them. You know, they try and understand you, and you know, they try and fix your friend like problems, and they're there for you no matter what. Like that's like permanent friendship. Like that's, you know, the most beautiful kind of friendship. And I think as long as you recognize that, you'll be able to open up your heart to so many new friends and new people. And you know, just the idea of like, when something goes wrong with like a friend, you should know, just like obviously talk about it with someone you care about, but like don't make such a big deal about it, because we don't know what's happening, because when you stop being friends with people, you lose that connection. So when you're hurting, you actually have no idea if that person's hurting as well or not, because you've lost that connection where you can talk to each other and be like, you know, like I'm hurt or you're hurt and all of that. And it's like, you know, it's important to know that even if someone hurt you, maybe it was never their intention to, and it's just life and things like that happen. You know, so never talk like badly of someone or say like, oh, she's a fake friend or he's a fake friend, because I actually hate using that phrase, because I don't really think anyone means to be a fake friend. You know, just sometimes friendships goes wrong, and it's always usually for the best. Maybe that's what I try and believe. And yeah, just try and fill your life with people who lift you up and give you love and make you feel happy, and you know, always support you and want the best for you. And you know, really open your eyes for the real people, because honestly, if someone isn't being real, then that's okay. Do what makes you happy. You know, bring peace to yourself. Just, you know, don't cut them off. You know, even if you see someone who you're still not friends with, like if I see someone, you know, I stop being friends with for whatever reason it is, good reason or bad reason, you know, whatever they do to you, like, you know, it's still, you see that human and you're like, you know, we were friends once, we had good memories, and just look at them and remember that smile. But then also don't forget obviously how they made you feel, so don't allow yourself to get close with them, because you should have respect for yourself and see your worth. But then still, like, you should, you know, have that peace within you and within them to like you know, look back to your memories and just smile to that person. But like obviously, like I said, don't forget like your worth and everything. So if someone doesn't make you feel happy or fulfilled, or you know, supports you, or you know, just gives you a lot of love, then you don't have to completely push them off. Just like give your space. You don't have to be close with everyone, but have friends, you know, say hi to people. Human connection is so important, and human touch, you know, after this video, shut it off, tell someone you love them, tell them that you're grateful they're your friend, that they're there for you, that they're real friends. And just be grateful for everyone. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I feel like it was really long, but I love you guys. You're all really loved, and I hope that all of you have friends that make you see your worth and how important you are. Anyways, thank you for watching my video. Have a beautiful evening, morning, night, whatever time it is. Bye.